Thousands across the Midwest are still struggling to recover after historic flooding left entire towns and farms underwater. In a new CBSN Originals documentary, Adam Yamaguchi meets a Nebraska farmer who is reluctant to acknowledge the realities of climate change, even as extreme weather becomes his new normal.
Do you and other farmers here chalk it up to it was a freak occurrence, the levee broke, or are you guys talking about larger climate issues?
You know, I'm not a climate change guy as far as, climate change, global warming, whatever, any of that stuff. Has the climate changed? Yes. So those two words go together. But am I a believer? I mean, I haven't seen all the facts, I guess, just to make an assumption on my own. But have I seen the weather change in, say, my 20-year farming career? Absolutely.
Do you feel like farmers around here are talking about climate more?
I don't think they're talking about climate change. They're talking about climate, the drastic swings in it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just like today. I mean, you're here, it was 50 degrees this morning, and it's June in Nebraska. It was 90 something last week. I mean, that's not normal.
The sense that I get is that people are noticing changes, but it seems like the words climate change, that's still a four-letter word around here.
I don't know if climate change is a four-letter word. It's just, maybe we're just slow to adapt. I don't know.
Adam Yamaguchi is with us now. Adam, good morning. So he says he's not a climate change guy, the farmer you interviewed, but he acknowledges that the climate is changing. So as he puts it, the words go together. Why his reluctance to not name it as it is?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bizarre conversation that you can have across the region. And it wasn't just limited to Brett, this farmer. The widespread sentiment in these parts is that the term is so politically charged that by conceding that climate change is real and that humans may have a hand in it is tantamount to buying into a certain ideology, which people are just not willing to do.
Even though he can see his farm is directly impacted. That's what's so fascinating
As we're standing
to me.
right next to his farmland has essentially become a lake. He's got 4,000 acres. 80% of it is still underwater, and yet there's that reluctance to take that one further step and say,
are they linking those floods, Adam, back in March to climate change?
So scientists won't specifically point to any one storm and say this is the direct result of climate change, but what they will say is, look, climate is in fact changing, and that based on where we are, these events are much more likely to happen. So this is as we would project. Yeah. And they'll point to the fact that 100-year storms are happening now every 5 to 7 years.
Yeah. Wow. The metaphor that always brought it home for me is the weather is like a hand of cards. Mm-hmm. Climate change is stacking the deck, so those hands are full of extreme weather. Adam, thank you very much. Eye-opening report, as always. We hope to see you back soon. You can watch the latest CBSN Originals documentary, A Climate Reckoning in the Heartland, right now. It's streaming on cbsnews.com/heartland.